there everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time. Thanks for dropping by and checking out what I'm doing today. This is Sunday, although I'm not sure if the video is going to be out on Sunday now, because I'm doing this early evening. It's about 5:30 in the evening here, and I know I procrastinated most of the day. Actually, I was deliberating on what I was going to do over the video, but I'll talk about that in a sec. I'm Jenny, and I'm really happy that you came. I've got a new way of doing a standard pocket. I think it's a new way. I've not seen this anywhere, honestly. I have not seen this anywhere on YouTube, and I was really quite stoked that I thought of this idea, and so I hope that you're going to stay and check out, see how I've put these together, and that you'll make some yourself. I just have a sip of my coffee. Still got a bit of dryness in my throat, so I'm going to try and prevent myself from coughing, and I really don't want to have to edit this video at all. So you're going to need some book pages. I've got some that are from a vintage book, and they are 18 centimeters in length, the page, and 12 centimeters across, 12 by 18. And I've already put one of these together, and I sort of thought I think it would actually look better if it was slightly a taller pocket. So I fished out 2 pieces of music sheet to see if I can get them together. So, and what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to use my book page as a guide. First I'm going to get rid of this because it's making it uneven, and I'm going to just sort of try and make it so that it's a little bit wider, and I'm going to make it so that it's longer. So I've got two of those. I'm not going to need it that long, so I'm going to take some of that off. Probably about that much. You know, that tells you a lot, doesn't it? Hang on a sec, I'll give you the measurements. All right, about 13.5 centimeters by 23.25 centimeters. So all right, I will show you the prototype at the end. I'll show you what I did at the end. So first we're going to just I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm going to try and get 2 of the book page ones and 2 of the music page ones done. All right, so what you need to do is at the bottom fold up approximately 4 centimeters up and put a crease in there, and then while you've got that folded up, from the top fold it down until it comes to just over the top of the pocket. So I'll give you the measurements, but I'll also show you. It's about 1/2 centimetre lower than the top of this fold here. So that is 5.5. So you're gonna, this section here will be 5.5. That's where you're going to put your crease. Okay, and then this top fold, I want you to fold it back. I'll explain why you're going to fold this back about 1 centimetre. You don't need it more than that. Just 1 centimetre is more than enough. And put a crease in there. So now you've got this funny little crease here. Got that there. You're going to put some glue in there. We're going to do that right now. All right. Just in this section, this little section which measures exactly 1 centimetre. Okay. And then you're going to fold it back in on itself like that and smush that down, and straight away I'm going to put a thumb notch in there if it will chomp it. There we go. Alright, so that's the top of your pocket. Now if you're a bit funny about upside down text, you're going to have some sort of images over it. I'm putting flowers because I'm calling these my flower box pockets. You'll see why in a minute. All right, so now this flap here, the top one, we need to just cut on an angle. And you'll know it's got to come like above this, because this is going to tuck into here, and if you don't cut it enough, it isn't going to tuck in very easily. So now, to get it the right size, I'm going to use the piece I cut off like we do for tags, and I'm just going to even it up that way. All right, so that will tuck into there. Okay, now the other fiddly thing is just going to fold that back just to get it out of the way. Actually, we don't really need to. I was trying to do it on the other one, but it didn't quite work. So actually, we're not going to do that. We're just going to, right, so now we're ready. Now we're ready just to glue things together. So we just need a little very thin smear of glue down each side one of my sides popped open, and if that happens with you, just either glue it back together, or if it happens to be at the edge of the page, like the open edge of the page of your journal, then don't worry about it, because you can just paper clip. And then we're going to put that up there and glue that down. So now we've got like a small pocket with no thumb notch. Don't put a thumb notch in this section. Okay. Now, how you decorate this section here is entirely up to you, but I'm going to do mine in kind of like a layered effect. So but I think first what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that out, and because that is actually a bit brittle, I am going to stick some paper on there. It just feels a little bit brittle, so I am actually going to cover this whole section with some paper, and then it can actually become a hidden journal spot. So I am going to do that. Okay. Just make sure you don't get it on this, anywhere near this pocket. All right. Leave a little bit of room. So I've got like a millimetre. I can see some text in between this paper and this pocket. Smooth it all out. And then trim it off. Once you've done one, they probably shouldn't take too long to make. Now, I shouldn't really fold this back down because it's going to put a nasty crease maybe in there, so I'm going to try my hardest for it not to be all creased. Okay, so that's how it's looking, and there is a little pocket in here. Okay, and that's just going to tuck in there. It's just being a bit fiddly because it's wet. It does tuck in. All right, because it's still wet, it's not firm yet. So there we have a pocket that is going to get glued to a page, and we also have like a little pocket here, but I'm not actually going to use that as a pocket. It's purely decorative, and the purpose is to hide this flap into there. I probably shouldn't have cut that quite so deep. If that was cut to sort of just here, that would be better, because this is a dead giveaway now that there's a hidden journaling spot underneath there, but oh well, we'll make sure that that doesn't happen the next time. No biggie. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my flowers on. And I'm thinking that I'm just going to go with flowers of all different kinds. Might have those two. I've got some white ones over here. That one. And I've got some blue one. There's blue one there. What about some yellow ones? Perhaps some yellow. There we go. All right, so that's enough. I'm using washi flowers because you can overlay the washi flowers, and you can see what is behind the one on top. So it's kind of like as if you were looking at real flowers, if you know what I mean. You'd be able to see what's behind. Whereas if they were fussy cut, you really wouldn't see. Now, I don't want to have it stick to that. So I'm just going to get some scrap paper. And I'm just going to pop that there. And you're going to be mindful that you've got your thumb notch in here already. So you can trim off all your edges afterwards. Okay. Yeah, so you can actually sort of see what's behind. And this kind of makes it look a bit like, you know, you're looking at a field of flowers, so to speak. Where am I going to pop that? Like so. Pop that one up there. You could do this just as easily with you know, your fussy cut flowers. That's not a problem. By all means, if you don't have washi flowers, these are not a necessity. I just have got several packets of all different ones, and I have been hoarding them. And you know, it's just time to stop hoarding. I might have to not. Okay, that one there. No. So you're going to come off. Thank you. Is that covering up? There we go. Okay, so once you've got all your flowers on, then you're going to have to trim back all the excess. Okay, and that will tuck in there. Like so. Okay, and then I'm going to cover this up. So, and the way I like to cover it up is by oh, I haven't got any long enough. Have I got some bits here that are long enough? Yes. I'm going to, I like to do this in layers, and I like to have it as scrappy looking as possible. So this is very very me, but it's also very Ruby and Pearl does this technique. I think Amity does this technique from Amity Bloom. What's her name? Nazi. I just think she's adorable. So, and I'm just going to pop that. You don't have to do it like me. I'm just doing it this way because this is how I like to do it. I'm just putting a thin strip of the glue stick just under the top of the pocket. So it's not even to the edge of the pocket. And I'm going to pop that just so that it's overlapping the pocket just a little bit. Like so. And we've got our creases and damaged looking bits all happening there. And then I really liked the wallpaper that I used on my original piece that I did. Now where is it? What did I do with it? There it is. Oh. So I'm going to do another one. And no, pop it like so. Yeah. So I'm going to put glue on most of what's left here at the bottom. I'm not putting the glue right to the top of this tea dyed paper. I'm just putting it like at the bottom edge of it, and then to the bottom of that little pocket thingy. And the reason why I'm doing it that way is because I want this to be kind of loosely glued on, so it's not glued right to the edges there. I just want it looking scrappy-ish. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim it all off. Okay, and then that will sit on a page glued around the 3 edges on a page with a pretty tag. And you could put little tickets or something in there. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as it is, but it's like there is that little thing there that you could if you want, but because this flap opens, for that hidden journal spot inside, I'm not putting anything in this outer pocket. And look, it's come unglued. That's okay. Oh no, yes, it has. It's come unglued. But that's all right because it'll help me get that in and out. And I'm just going to pop a paper clip in there. So I really like it. They're a bit natty. I really like the way they've come together, and I don't know. I thought of it, and I'll do a taller one this time so that we can see what the taller one looks like. Okay, so we're gonna fold it up about that much. I'll remind you what the measurement was. It was 23 centimetres long by 13.5 centimetres wide. So I'm just folding that up 5.5 centimetres, and I'm folding this one down actually we might do that less. So the bottom fold is 4 centimetres and the top fold is going to be 7 3/8 of a centimetres. All right, so and that will tuck in there like that. And we've already got a crease here, so remember for this one we need to put our centimetre fold here like so, because we want some protection for our thumb notch. That's all that little fold is just to make sure that we've got that added protection. And I did it wrong. Like so. There we are. And then that will fold in there like that. Okie dokie. And we're going to put the... And you can also feel free to ink around yours if that's what you like to do. I'm not going to really worry too much about it. So we've got that. And now I'm going to pop my flowers on there. And this time I'm going to have some blue ones and come out. can get them out. There. I better put in my little, I'm going to pop a nick just here. And one on the other side. Just to tell it, that just tells me where the top of this pocket is, and then I'll know how much of this to cut off. There we go. Lovely. So now I'm going to do my little flowers. I wonder, I probably should put the paper on just in case. So I'm just going to bend this back to the glued edge like that. And okay, that piece is not going to work. Well, about this one. Just, I think just. I think it'll just happen. Yeah. Oops. So please let me know what you think of these pockets. They're just a different take on a standard normal pocket shape. You know, we have these, we make this style of pocket all the time, but not exactly like this. So I would be very interested to know what you think of them. Yeah. So there's some journaling space, and we're going to try and get it so that it doesn't have an ugly crease underneath there. I'm just going to take those funny little overhanging bits off. All right, now I can do the flowers. I might not get another book page one done. I have to see. I have to check the time. Oh, when I've done this pocket, I'll check the time. Did I ask how everyone has been? I don't think I have. I hope you've all been well. Rude. How very rude of me. Truly, I'm really, really sorry if I have forgotten to ask how you all are. That I hope that you have been well. Now, I need... Where's my little thingy? I'm not putting them all the same height. I'm variegating the height. Okay. And if you can, try and get them to go in different sort of positions as well. That would also be good. Come on, come off. Like that. And then I have a couple of these ones. And the last one, I'm going to pop right in the centre there. Like that. And then just going to cut that all off. Okay, I did make a mistake and I just sliced it very ever so slightly with my scissors, so I'm going to have to just trim that off. Okay, and now I'm going to glue that down. Oh, come on. Having a little bit of trouble with the glue. Sorry. I can always re-glue that after the video's ended. Okay, and then I'm going to just decorate that pocket. I might do it a little bit differently this time. I'm just using some of my Brusho dyed watercolour paper, and I'm going to pop that in across the top there. Again, I'm not going right to the edge of the pocket, just below it, but I'm placing this just above the top, so it's going to glue sort of here, and it just keeps this being ratty, sort of. It won't glue flat, if you know what I mean. Get off me. And I've got a piece of the flap of an envelope. I'm going to pop that here too, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to scrunch it up and be quite rough with it, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to the edge so you can see where the glue stick is, so it's not going right to the top of the pink paper. And that is going to sit very sort of loosely. Like so. Like that. I'll tuck this in now so that you get to see. Really, you shouldn't be tucking it in until this bottom pocket's glued down properly. But okay, and I'm going to pop something very pretty there. I've just had a brilliant idea that will be really good about pockets coming unstuck. Hang on, just let me get myself organised. So for this idea, I need to trim that all off. Have nothing over the edge. And I'm going to do this next bit as a wraparound. So again, I'm going to scrunch it all up and make it a bit ratty. Might use my scissors. This is my 80s wallpaper. Actually, this side's better. There we go. Lovely. All right. So I'm going to let it overhang just a little bit on each side. Yes. So I'm going to put glue all here right to the bottom. About 1 centimetre below the top of the tea dyed paper. And I'm just going to lay that on like so, and just trim it up about, I don't know, 0.5 centimetre. And I'm going to trim off the excess off the bottom. Okay, and now for this part, you'll need a stronger glue. Where's my pin? I'll be amazed if I can get another one of these pockets done. Oh, come on. Why isn't that not coming out? I might need to try and get the cap off and give it a good clean, I think. All right, give it a good amount of glue and wrap it around to the back of your pocket. Like so. And do I have any? I don't have any. Like that. There we go. And I'm thinking that a little it's going to need to have a like a page tab type thingy, I think. So I'm going to have to make that adjustment on the other two as well, I think, because I think it'll just make it easier. So is that going to be two? Right, put it on this side. Might need to be just a little bit smaller. There we go. Of course, there are other ways of embellishing. If I had more time, I will show you. But I don't think I'm going to. I'll have a look and see if I do. Here we go. It's just a bit fiddly at the moment because it's all still a bit damp. But Now I'll check the time. What time have we got? Nope, that's it. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to say goodbye. It's over an hour on the video, and I might be able to get it down. I don't know. So there's my cute little flower pot, flower box pockets. Please comment below, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up, and yeah, I'd be most interested in your feedback. Bye for now. Peaceful blessings, everyone. Stay safe.